Idea Rex, kaboom, and welcome to another gameplay commentary. This video is actually a direct response to Wings of Redemption's video about the legalization of weed, and wanted to talk about that. He brought us some other points and different stuff that he thought should be done, and I want to give some counter arguments, some agreements on different stuff. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. Now, you're seeing this color is really weird. Here's my thought on it. Everybody has seen this map. It's super colorful, and three of the last 5 videos I've posted on my channel have been this map. I think it's the best map of Call of Duty in a while, and that's why I'm having fun playing it, and that's why I'm posting it. But you guys have seen it, so to mix it up, I thought, hey, let's do some crazy color correction. I don't even know what this is called. I think it's called Emboss. No, Find Edge is what it's called. And then I did a bunch of other stuff to make it really bright. So let me know if you like this color correction, if you actually watched the gameplay, or if you think it's interesting that we're mixing up. I know it's a little hard to see exactly what's going on. So what I want to talk about in this video is Wings of Redemption's thing about legalization of weed. And he talks about how one argument against it would be that your cab driver would be high. And then he also says that possession of drugs should not be a problem. It's sort of your own choice. It doesn't harm anybody. It's a personal decision. And I disagree with that. And I think it goes to America's mindset that we want the best to come to our country. We limit the immigrants who can come to our country. We do this, they have to have college degrees a lot of times. That's why it's so hard to get into America. And I feel that that's part of the rule with drugs. Now, whether I agree with it or not, that's not as much important. But what's interesting is that we want people to be smart in America. It's America's mindset. We want the best people to come here, and we want the best people to succeed here. I think it's worked for a lot of people, and that's why they try to restrict people from doing weed, from doing harder drugs, from ruining their lives. Because not only does it ruin their lives, we have to pay tax money to support them. There's a lot of stuff. He also makes the argument against why you should not go to jail for this, and I think it's along the same lines. Jail is where we put the people we don't want in our society. We don't see fit to be in our society, whether they're a danger to us or they're just not good enough to be in it. Or they need to learn a lesson so that way they will help the society in the future. So, now I see, if you read this wrong, it almost goes into the fact that, hey, if you get convicted for something, you should just get kicked out of America. And I think that's a little extreme. I believe in second chances. But I understand America's logic, and I don't think we're that far from it. So, Wings is saying that there should be no penalty. I'm not arguing that point. I sort of agree with that. But there's this devil's advocate on how America works, that we want the smartest, the best people in our country, and that goes to everything. That's why we have public education for a lot of stuff. It's not that great, I know. The other countries have it, but we're trying to do that. That's why we make it hard to immigrate. I know we need the low-end laborers, but we try to stop that. We're trying to limit. We want smart people entering the country. It's almost like eugenics in that you're trying to get smart people, making more smart people. Not sure if I necessarily agree with that again, if I think it's morally correct or not. I think eugenics is very wrong, but I think the goal of America is to get to a point where we have the best people. Somewhere like Singapore is doing that really well. Dubai's in Saudi Arabia. Singapore is like a small island with super successful people. Luxembourg's like that. Liechtenstein, really rich small countries that have successfully made it where smart people thrive in their country, and they help smart people get into the country. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great mindset. I think America's too big for it. We have low-end labor. We have high-end labor. There's a whole variety. But I tend to agree with him. Now, College Humor actually did something on smoking, on legalizing weed, and said how the quality of weed would go down and people wouldn't do it. It's a niche thing right now. If you look at it, it's almost like coffee drinking. I know it's a weird relation. But people like their specific ones, they're all talking about it, they're trying out different ones, they're doing it in different places, it's a social thing. I think if you legalize it, too many people would do it, try it, and it would affect a lot of things. And I don't think it would be as good for the people who actually do it. Sorry to switch subjects one second. I wanted to talk about how Wings was talking about that the different things that can cause cancer, and he was making the argument that weed and other things are just like vegetables or fruit, and they cause cancer. I strongly disagree with that statement, Wings. Your argument there is that everything can cause cancer, and I think if you looked into it, the thing where you eat vegetables, it raises one of the diseases. I forget what it is. I think if you look into it, in general, eating vegetables would lower your chance for each disease. I think stuff like, I think it's, you make wise decisions helps you out. So I disagree with that argument. That's just that argument. It sort of struck me at the wrong chord that you were making the point that everything can cause cancer. In that case, if you're worried, like, everything can cause cancer, then why do you do stuff? Like, driving's dangerous. It's all risk-reward, and I think smart decisions will help you, in the end, take less risk for your reward and make smarter decisions. I just repeated myself. Make wiser decisions that keep you safe, that benefit you as a human. It's like working out. Like, yes, working out could give you cancer, could be dangerous, but it's fun. You get a better lifestyle. Like, you're seeing that right now, Wings. You're working out. I think that's great. First of all, congratulations on that. Really excited for you. I think that's awesome. Back to this argument, or discussion. I think it's more of a discussion. Like, this isn't a, hey, Wings, you're wrong. This is just a, hey, I want to talk to you about it and see what your thoughts are, and bring up some points that I agree with, that I disagree with. That's how I see it. I'm saying quite a bit. You mentioned that taxi drivers may start getting high, and you said, hey, they're not going to do that because they're going to get fired. Some people would argue that you can drive high, or you can drive on other drugs, and I think that's a part of it. People show up to work drunk, people show up to work high already. I don't think that would change anything, though. Whether you can do it or not, whether you get fired or not, the same people are going to do it. The same people are going to cheat at their jobs, are going to take the easy way out, and it's just the way it is. No one can do anything about it, and that's just the inevitability of the workplace. Some people want to go the hard way, some people want to go the easy way, some people want the efficient way. So I'm not sure if I agree with your argument that they will get fired, but hey, I understand it. So yeah, that was just my thoughts on your video. Great stuff you brought up. I really appreciate it, and I'm going to leave this as a video response. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this color correction. Peace.
All flags secured. Hold your positions. Operation